Steve, and you are very welcome here to Owenmore Gales, to Connolly Park in Sligo, where we are here for the Lidl Ladies Division 3 Round 4 game between the home side Sligo and the visitors Wexford. And thankfully Wexford seem to have brought a bit of sunshine today on the 700 kilometre or so round trip that they will have to go through, going home and back home later on after the game today. We'll bring it through the two teams in a moment. Our referee today is Ger Canny from Mayo, and Lions people Pat Nyland and John Normanley. And so today's teams then, we will start off with the home side Sligo first, and any changes that come about we'll let you know in due course. But in goals then for Sligo, we've Ivor Hain from Onrua, Ella Maguire. Full back line, Ivor Doe from St Natty's, Ciara Scanlon. Ivor 3 the full back, Claire Dunn from St Farnans, August Ivor Carr, Isabella Henry from Drumcriff Ross's Point. The half back line then, made up of Tara Breheny, Ivor Cuig from St Mary's, Captain of Furna, Eastern Harps, Lisa Powell, Ivor Shea, August Ivor Shock, Sarah Curley from Onrua. The middle of the field then, Sinead Regan from Drumcriff Ross's Point, whereas Ivor hooked, and she is partnered in the middle by Givas Sarah Reynolds at Ivor Knee. Half forward line, Ivor Jack, Weave O'Connor, also Drumcliff Ross's Point, Ivor Hain Jeg, Nicola Brennan from Tourlestrane, and Ivor Doyeg, Megan McCormick from Eastern Harps. And the full forward line, Tara Phillips from Eastern Harps, Sinead Nocton, Ivor Carjig, full forward from Onrua, August Ivor Cuig, Jeg, Leah Duffy, also of Onrua. And manager today, Anthony Brennan, Tourlestrane man in his second stint in charge with the Sligo team, having been here in 2021 as well. And the visitors today, Loch Ormond, all the way from the sunny southeast to the sunny northwest here today, and they start out with in goals Ivor Hain, St Anne's Leanne Moore. Full back line, Ivor Doe, Aisling Halligan from Clonard Volunteers. Full back, Shauna Murphy, Ivor 3 from Shelmaliers, and Ivor Carr, Katie English from Adamstown. Half back line, Ivor Cuig, Orla Kyo from Ballydoftira, Ivor Shea, Roisin Murphy, Captain of Furnia from Shelmalier, and Ivor Shot, Karen Tompkins from the Clonee Club. Ilorna Burke in the middle of the field is made up of Ivor Hook, Aoife Cullen from Gussaran, August Ivor Knee, Clara Donnelly from Shelmaliers. Half forward line, Bevan MacDonald from Killannerin, Ivor Hain Jeg, Katrina Murray from Clonee, August Ivor Doyeg, Ciara Banville from Tottenham Camross. And the full forward line, Ivor 3 Jeg, Sarah Harding Kenny from Shelmalier. She is partnered by her clubmate at full forward, Anya Lacey, Ivor Carr Jeg, and Ivor Cuig Jeg is Quaylen Newlon from Ballygarrett. And before the game, we caught up with one of the joint managers of Wexford, Lizzie Kent, to ask her opinion on the game. So I'm here with Wexford Bonnister, Lizzie Kent. Lizzie, what's the expectation, the hope for today?
Well, look, we're looking for a performance today, I suppose, similar to Sligo. The last day out probably didn't go as either of us would have hoped, so we're just looking to try and get ourselves back to basics, try and get in a good performance today and see where the cards fall after that. And
fitness levels, any injuries in the team or anything to report before we throw in?
No, we're good to go. We've a really good, I suppose, an extended squad this year, and you know people are getting a lot of minutes and a lot of valuable minutes. So you know we're lucky to be in a position where we're happy with where we're going. So yeah.
And you have 12 clubs represented on the panel today, which is quite a few. Is the hope to get as many players in for game time during the league then before championship begins?
Yeah, I suppose we kind of have this window of a 3-month period. There's a couple of gaps in between as well. So between league games and between challenge games, it's an opportunity for people, I suppose, to cut their teeth at this level. Some have obviously cut it in the earlier stages at this level, but it's an opportunity to get game time. But also for us, it's about building on our performances every week. So that's kind of the big aim as we go from week to week.
Go well today, Lizzie. The best of luck.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
And so with around 2-3 minutes or so to throw in, both teams in Division 3 having different forms at the moment. For the visitors, Wexford, 2 wins from their first 3 games, putting them on 6 points, just behind joint with Down and behind Louth and Kildare at the top. For Sligo, very much a team in transition. No wins from their opening 3 games for Anthony Brennan's side, but being able to use a raft of players from the various clubs will be something that he will hope will reap some dividend going forward. Anthony Brennan himself is his second stint in charge with Sligo. He's a serial winner, having won titles in Sligo with Tourlestrane, with Curry, down in Longford with Father Manning Gales, and he's also won school titles as well. As I said, a squad in rebuild. He's used 23 players in round 1 alone. and only 4 of those featured in the league back in 2022. There'll be some positives for Sligo, some disappointments as well from Anthony Brennan in round 2. They conceded straight from the throw-in against Down, a goal which effectively killed off their chances very early on against a very strong Down side. But unbeaten, they went up against in round 3, up against an unbeaten Louth side away, and they came up with a valiant effort, losing by a single point in the end. Their captain today, Roisin Murphy, it had been Clare done in other games, so obviously the captaincy is still something that has been decided on as well. For Wexford, the joint management of Lizzie Kent and John Nolan. Lizzie's been in charge since the county were relegated from Division 3 in 2021. They lost the All-Ireland final to my own home county, Westmeath. Lizzie, of course, well known with her involvement in Wexford Youths FC, essentially one of the founders of the women's club there. She's also been involved in the Irish under-19 soccer setup as well, and with WIT. She's a Newborn native. John Nolan, then the joint management Ballygarde, Railton and Marman, but originally a Dub himself. Mention as well for Mary Foley, who was the recent GA President Award winner, Mary from Buffer's Alley in Wexford, for all her services to the ladies GA. And as I said, Wexford come in with 2 wins from 3 games and a single defeat to their name so far by the slightest of margins against Down, which they lost by 1-4 to 8 points. On the club side of things, Shell Maliers went on a decent enough run. Senior Football Championship managed to beat Clonee fairly comfortably, and the intermediate champions St Martin's played in the Leinster Junior Championship as well. Shell Maliers had a convincing win over Tinnahealy in the Leinster Championship, eventually losing out to the All-Ireland winners Longford Slashers, whom I was very privileged to commentate on a few of their games as well. Also going on in Division 3 today, we have, apart from this game here in Connolly Park in Clooney, we have Down playing Longford in Park Esler, we have Offaly and Clare down in Clara, and Kildare and Louth in Hawkfield. And we're just waiting now for Rona Vian. Some technical issues up in the clubhouse here in O'More Gales. Looking sure they can't be fixed. So just about ready for throw in here. As I was saying just before the national anthem, Kildare and Louth, the top 2 in the group, meet down in Kildare in Hawkfield at the same time. Kildare top of the league in no small part due to the scoring exploits of Roisin Byrne, Nasa Dooley, Ciara Price, that formidable trio they have in their forward line. But today here it's all about Sligo and Wexford. And as I said, any changes that we spot in the starting lineup, but we'll let you know. Over beforehand in the warm-up there was Wexford, one of the Wexford stars getting treatment as we were talking to Lizzie Kent, but we will see what has come out of that. So referee today, Ger Kenny from Mayo. Almost about to get things underway here. And we look forward to this game where Anthony Brennan will be hoping for a build on what he has seen in the last few games. 3 defeats it may be, but nevertheless some positives to take and things to work on. And for Lizzie Kent, John Nolan and the Wexford side, they will be hoping now to push themselves close to the top of the table. So Wexford look like they've already lined out. Sligo just waiting to see if there are any changes. So Wexford's forward line, you can see 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 look like as normal. In the middle it looks like it's Captain Roisin Murphy and unlikely Aoife Cullen, I would say, who's gone up for the throw-in. So for Sligo it looks like there are some changes. 23. So for Sligo, Sive Byrne at number 20 has a jersey on. Niamh English also has jersey on, both in the forward line. So So we'll try and let you know who they're for in a couple of minutes. But Ger Kenny about to get things underway here. And away we go for this Lidl National Ladies Division 3 round 4 game. And already it's Wexford on the charge. They will be looking for a very fast start. And the ball's inside, and it's come in from Cullen, and it's inside to Katrina Murray. And Katrina looks like she's been penalised. It's very good defender from Sligo. That will please Anthony Brennan. As I said, they had a horror start against Down. They didn't want the same thing to happen again today, and that will be a big positive for them. So around the middle of the field, and over the far side looks like it's Saith Byrne. Sorry, it's Ciara Robin who actually is in over there at number 22. So number 20 and 22 both starting for Sligo, and the ball's into the full forward line into Anya Lacey. Or into Sinead Nocton, I should say. Well taken out by Wexford, and they'll come on the attack now. Plenty of space around the middle of the field, and it's Sinead Regan who's going to try and put up some sort of a defensive wall here against Bevan MacDonald. Chance aside now for Wexford. Ball run through. It looks like it's Murray once again. She's already been involved early on, and that ball looks like it's been sliced off the right and wide. So early attacking here from Wexford. Katrina Murray already penalised for steps, and now with the first wide of the game, and the kick out taken over the far side by Ellen Maguire, and just about kept in play over there by Bevan MacDonald. Bevan, quite the athlete, as you'll see for those who might be seeing her for the first time. Very, very strong player. Wexford with a couple of players in their team, very, very strong. Anya Lacey will be another one in the full forward line. Sligo now trying to burst forward here in these open minutes, and the ball's spilled back there, but Roisin Murphy, leading by example as the captain, is back to rescue things. Wexford now just trying to make a bit of moving forward here with Clara Donnelly, and it's Donnelly inside to Banville. Ciara Banville, no relation to PJ Banville, but her mother was a great footballer, and that looks like it's the opening score. And Katrina Murray finally has herself on the score sheet after 2 attempts. And so Loch Ormond take an early lead here 2 minutes into the game. Sligo keen to get things underway as quick as they can once again, but it's Wexford who take the kick out. That's a loose hand pass across the middle. Clara Donnelly up against Sinead Regan. We're in the middle, and it's Lacey. Said to watch out for her. She is very, very athletic. And it's out to Katrina Murray, who looks like she's very much the playmaker. That's brilliant defending back there from Sligo, and it's Caoimhe Connor who manages to take it out. It's a super catch by Tara Breheny back there. Ball put out, that's good defending. Orla Keogh does very, very well. And Keogh takes the return. Megan McCormack trying to put some pressure on her. Sligo a little bit loose over the far side. You can see they are very much a team still in the work in here. The ball is played inside. It's hand passed by Bevan MacDonald in. That's an incredible save. It was Ciara Banville with the shot. It was an incredible save by Ellen Maguire. Now that is not the first big save that she has already made in this championship. Super saves in previous rounds. Many of them were mentioned in reports as well. It's good tackling back there by Anya Lacey, but that's a 2-person tackle. Orla Keogh with the foul there. Megan McCormack certainly trying to do something about the Sligo attack, which hasn't really got going just yet. Sligo now trying to play it out the back here. Claire Dunn, captain in one of the earlier rounds, plays it across, a dangerous ball across, but well held by Ciara Scanlon from St. Natty's GA. One of the club champions in Sligo last season. And that's good play by them, and it's Scanlon again who's taken the return ball. And she's lobbed the ball inside to Leah Duffy, but Duffy has left it for Sinead Nocton, and it's knocked him back to Duffy again. But she's well hassling Harry by Aisling Halligan. Good Wexford support here today. They've made some of the 700-kilometre journey round trip as well by the looks of it. And it's Wexford now on the attack, trying to get forward here. It's a little bit easy at the moment for Aoife Cullen. I know it's early days, but she's got through the middle several times, and here's their main playmaker, Katrina Murray, their point scorer. White boots on, socks pulled up to the knees, and it's inside to Clara Donnelly from Michelle Milliers, and it's Donnelly lays it off to Banville. It's Banville back to Murray, and she has plenty of time and space to pick out her pass, and she picks it out, and it's Kenny. First time we've seen Sarah Harding Kenny on the ball. Sarah, no stranger to scores herself an intermediate football championship all-star in 2022 as well with TG Carr, senior schools captain with her school presentation in Wexford back in 2017. So she's no stranger to leading a team as well, as Orla Keogh now takes it forward. And it's Keogh inside, and it's Murray once again. She's proven hard to stop as it is. She's got one. Is she going to get a second? She chips it over with the right. 2 points for Katrina Murray. 2 points for Wexford, and Wexford lead by 2 points to 0, and we just had a little over 5 minutes. so far, as Ellen Maguire's fantastic save really keeping Sligo in it at the moment. And it's Nicola Brennan from Turlestrand who's gone all the way back. Nicola, of course, the daughter of manager Anthony. She's a fitness instructor as well. She'll need all their fitness in this game. Chance now for Megan McCormack from Eastern Harps, and she's laid it off inside. A little bit of movement here. Sinead knocked it out on Rua. Wexford a fun 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 back, it looks like. Regan now looking for a little bit of support. She has Caoimhe Connor, looks like on one side. She has Megan McCormack, but it's Wexford who managed to clear things out, and Roisin Murphy showing why she is in charge at the back. And it's Ciara Banville who's come all the way back into her own 45 to try and take possession here. Tiny bit of a breeze, nothing really that will affect the game. And it's Banville to Murray. And Murray now been well challenged here by Tara Breheny. It's Banville once again. It's good tackling there. Sligo managed to get... No, referee decides to give a free in there. Quailany Newlawn perhaps a little bit fortunate to get that one. Could have gone the other way. Wexford leading 2 points to no score here early on. Probably a little bit too far out, maybe slightly against that breeze that is blowing, but it looks like Quailany Newlawn is going to have a pop. She was very impressive against Offaly as a newcomer. Early on she was a minor captain in 2022. 6 points she kicked in that minor final against Dublin that time. And it's Murray who decides to take it short as the referee moved the free backwards, and it's Murray who takes the return ball. And there's runners, but that's great defending back there. Super play by Lisa Powell. 2 number 6s today, 2 captains of the team, and Lisa needs a little bit of support and she gets it. And it's Ciara Scanlon once again. She's been the runner so far. It's a huge long ball in. It's going to be a free, and that was Maeve Casserly who got it. And Nicola Brendan now with the long ball inside, and that one is going to run past Leah Duffy, unfortunately for Sligo. Changes, apologies, I had read out the starter actually on the Sligo team. I marked them on the wrong one here. So Sligo who have the changes on, it's Maeve Casserly and Rachel O'Brien who are in the starting line. As Westford come forward again, Shauna Murphy, one of the 2 Murphys, Murphy sisters at 3 and 6 for Wexford today. That's a good hand pass. There's plenty of room over this side for Megan McCormack. No one has spotted it, they've gone the other way. And it's Sinead Regan now trying to do some of the work around the middle. Regan has McCormack making a run, tries to find her. It's a lovely run by McCormack. The ball doesn't really get off the ground. No hop on it at all for her. And it's back again. Regan has calls left and calls right. That ball is risky. It's a bit of a hospital pass. Sligo do well though to retain possession. Caoimhe Connor. Referee Gerard Canny deems that she has picked that one straight off the ground, unfortunately. So it looks like on the Sligo side, it looks like that it's Rachel O'Brien who's in for Tara Phillips. He's one of the changes. As Wexford now pour forward in search of a third score. Joining us is Katrina Murray, who's got the 2 points so far, very much the main playmaker for Wexford. And it's inside, it's Bevan MacDonald from Killanarn, someone who can definitely do a bit of damage. It's through to Kenny. She decides to go off the outside of the right. If that goes over, that's an absolutely brilliant score. A superb score. That was Quailany Newland who got the score there. That was an absolute beautiful score. So 3 points to nothing now for Wexford. Early days, just ticking past 8 minutes or so here. That was a sensational score, and that kick out is really, really good from Ellen Maguire, but absolutely nobody in the Sligo side read it all. Very static back there, and it's Roisin Murphy taking it from the half forward line, and it's drilled in by Quailany Newlawn, I should say. But nothing so far coming of that one. It's back to Ellen Maguire again. And that one, Tara Breheny unfortunately slips as she was going in for that one. A chance here. Ciara Banville, will she tag on another one? That one looks like it's going across the goal. Ball still in play, it hasn't gone out. It'll be a retrieved by Sarah Curley over the far side. Sun playing a little bit of a factor for the Sligo forwards here. It's quite hard for them to see. Ball coming from the far side of the pitch. But that's very good play at the back there by Sarah Curley. She kept that one in play, but again it's another ball to nobody really for Sligo, and that'll frustrate Anthony Brennan. There'll be a little bit of understanding for the ones who are new to the squad, but We would have hoped after 3 games that some of these mistakes might have been cut out, but a chance here now, and it's McDonald, and the ball is inside, and it's a chance here for Donnelly, and the ball has gone to the right and wide. That is superb from Ella Maguire once again. Clara Donnelly had the chance surely to bury that one, but Ella Maguire somehow managed to deflect that one wide and keep the score at 3-0. It will be 45 for Wexford, but that was fantastic from Ella Maguire. You can see why her name's been mentioned in reports in the first 3 rounds for some of the saves that she has made. But that was a chance there for the former vice-captain of the team, Clara Donnelly. Well used to success and victory with Shelmaliers down in sunny southeast in Wexford, but denied by own rules. Ella Maguire there. And it'll be Katrina Murray now at the 45, and she opts to try and chip it in, hoping for a little bit of movement. Nothing though. Maguire is fast off her line and plays it out. And it's Isabella Henry. Isabella Henry has it off Lisa Powell. And now Sligo just trying to get something going in the forward line. They have a bit of movement. Some of the Sligo players you can see with the hands on the eyes just trying to shield the sun. This is good movement here. A little bit static. She's been challenged. Lisa's been challenged by 2 players, but she is fortunate to get the free there. Lisa Powell decides to play it short over the far side to Leah Duffy. It's Duffy now over the far side. She has support. She's supporting the inside where she can find it. The referee gives an advantage here, and it's a chance for Rachel O'Brien from St. Farnans, and Rachel with the shot, and it's wide. But that will be a free to Sligo. Yeah, referee deciding it was a tug of the arm there from Katrina Murray. No advantage afterwards, and decides to give the free. So Rachel O'Brien from St. Farnans is in corner forward instead of Tara Phillips. Chance here now for Sinead Naughton to get Sligo's first score of the game. That looks like it's going to be very, very good, and it is. Sligo off the mark. Lovely free from Sinead Naughton, the own rule star, with 12 or so minutes gone. Gets them off the mark. She scored 3 points, 1 point against Louth, I should say, in round 3. Sinead is also the niece of LGFA President Micheál Naughton. Now an opportunity here for Sligo. Referee deeming that was too many steps taken. There's a chance here now for Rachel O'Brien from St. Farnans. Chance for Sligo to possibly double their tally and get themselves back into it. Currently trailing by 3 points to 1. Naughton now with a chance for another free. So to her side, the world of good. It's from almost an identical position as the last one. That one looks like it's straight over, and it is. So Sinead Naughton, 2 frees in quick succession, and suddenly Sligo's first 2 attacks have yielded scores. 2 frees from Sinead Naughton. Sligo 2 points, Wexford 3. And it's Leanne Moore now from St. Anne's who'll take this kick out, and it's a bit of a slice from Leanne. Looks like it's going to go over the sideline. It is. Sligo crowd just getting behind their team here. Caoimhe Connor placed a long ball inside. She's looking for Naughton. Will Naughton get there? Superb defending though from Orla Keogh. Bolly Dove Tira, half-back, doing her job very well just to deflect it out and stop the threat of Naughton getting in. And that'll be 45 to Sligo. So a bit of a rejuvenation for the home side here in the past couple of minutes after what was a fairly shaky start, a bit of a nervy start. And there'll be a chance now for Leah Duffy. We'll try and lob the ball in here. Sligo not committing too many forward. There is a bit of movement for Duffy, and that ball is played in long, but again looks like there's nobody there, but it's gone through Keogh's legs, but no. Wexford happy enough to get it out. There is a change as well on the Wexford side from the start, and it was Roisin Hughes from Killanner who is in the starting 15 here. And it's Aoife Cullen, the Gussaran midfielder, lays it off to Newlon, who lays it off to Banville. And a chance here now for Wexford, and that's very, very strong defending there. 1, 2, 3, 4 around. Lacey not getting any. Lacey's got the movement outside, I should say. Lacey drops it short, and it's well held by Ellen Maguire. And Maguire plays it out, and it's Scanlon now. Sligo just trying to find a way out of defence. Moving forward here now, and it's Caoimhe Connor from Cliff Ross's point start. It's a little bit of a hospital pass again. Sligo guilty of a few of those now in the early moments of the game. Referee deeming though that Megan McCormick is having the jersey pulled by Orla Keogh. Chance here now for Sinead Regan. And it's a good ball inside. It's back to Regan once again. Will she try and get a score? Decides to lay it off. There's movement over the far side. It's over to O'Brien. And O'Brien off. That's a lovely dummy by Leah Duffy, but she can't find a route to goal here. Wexford putting up a fairly large looking wall, purple and yellow wall, yellow gold wall in front. It's Megan McCormick now. Will she be able to unlock this Wexford defence? No real hop on the ball there for her. She's better off trying to solo or take an effort at goal. It's outside chance here now for Connor, Caoimhe Connor. Looks very, very good. If it's it's going to drop short, and it drops straight into the hands of Leanne Moore. The wind just catching that one ever so slightly there. But good catch from Leanne Moore. The Munchur Gaelga, August Corpidicushin, Ramsgate Community School. She'll be happy enough to get her hands on that one. Chance now for Clara Donnelly, won the Shilmalier Stars. Long ball into nobody there, and it's Claire Dunn who will take it out. So Sligo and Anthony Brennan certainly will be very happy to get themselves back into this one after the start. Captain Lisa Powell now trying to lead from the back with a barnstorming run here. It's a long ball inside, that could be too high. No, it's unfortunate. Referee Dean, there was a push in the back. Katie English penalised for a push in the back there on Sinead Naughton. And so a chance now for Sinead Naughton to level things up here from just outside the 21. Looking for her third free in a row. And she seems happy with that one, and indeed she should be. Sinead Naughton, 3 frees from Sinead Naughton, brings us level here. Sligo 3, Wexford 3 with 16 or so minutes gone in this first half. Referee just holding up play here for a minute. I think he's going to ask, I was looking at that, I think he's going to ask Leanne Moore to stick on a bib here because she has the exact same colour top on as the Sligo forwards. So it only makes sense to put on the bib just to differentiate her from the Sligo jersey, of course. So both sides with 12 clubs from their counties represented. 9 of the Sligo team from the Owen Rua side. 4 from Drumcliff, Ross's Point, 3 from St. Farn's and 2 from St. Natty's. A much bigger spread though in the Wexford side. A chance here now for Wexford to burst forward once again. There's Sligo defensive push all the way back, but they are allowing Roisin Hughes to get forward. She lays it off to Lacey, who lays it off to Newlon. It's back inside, that's very, very good running. Chance here now, drops the shoulder, and looks like it's Aoife Cullen who dropped the shoulder, and that one looks like it's popped straight over the bar, and it has. Lovely score. Looks like it's Aoife Cullen. Heard seeing the sun. It is, yep. Aoife Cullen gets herself on the score sheet. And the away side retake the lead once again, 4 points to 3. No time wasting here from Ellen Maguire. She gets the kick out going as quick as possible. And Sligo now just looking to try and work their way out, and it's through Scanlon, Keir Scanlon, brilliant long ball. This is very, very quick football here from Sligo. This is what they need to do. Leah Duffy now, she's got movement on the outside. She has runners, one of them is Rachel O'Brien. And that's another loose pass, and that will frustrate the management no end. Tara Breheny took that one out for the home side, and it's Aoife Cullen now, the last point scorer from Gustaran, and she has her running partner Clara Donnelly around the middle. Clara off to Murray. She's already causing chaos here for the Sligo team, and it's back in. This is brilliant play from Sligo. That ball slips out of the hands of Bevan McDonald. Aoife Lacey there, potentially the case for a foot block, but no. Sligo happy enough to take that one out, and they'll win the free. And Sinead Regan has a bit of space for her in the middle, lays it off to Connor. It's Drumcliff, Ross's Point duo bringing it out, and it's Tara Breheny now. Tara been chased by her marker, Sarah Harding. Kenny is chasing her, and she takes a bit of a hit to the head by the looks of it. I think it was purely accidental. Ger Kenny though has called a halt to the play for a minute. He's going to have to possibly throw the ball in here. Not sure what the play is exactly been held up for. Looks like he's got someone in his earpiece. And Ger Kenny is going into his umpires here. Not sure exactly what this one is for. I'm sure we'll find out though soon enough. Didn't look like there's a whole lot in it, but Ger Kenny looks like he's going back for something anyway. Sligo will make the short trip down the road to Longford to take on Alan Mullen's side in their next game, while Wexford will be away for the second game running to Louth, where Kate Henry will be looking to get his charges from the wee county to push forward, higher up the table. Referee, after all that, has decided to give the free in. Right to O'Brien now. Bit of a slice off the right foot, but it's a chance for Maeve Casserly. She manages to do very, very well over the far side, and Maeve tried to evade Aoife Cullen over there. Sligo certainly shown plenty of promise here from a side who have had 3 defeats in their opening games. That ball is dangerous, but it's very well done by McCormack, and she wins the free. The pass is a dangerous one. McCormack was surrounded by 4 Wexford players, but she managed to earn the free. Referee Ger Kenny just ticking off a couple of names there. Be a chance now for Naughton to level things up with her 4th free. And all 4 have been from the exact same position. This should be another routine one for her, and indeed it is. And Sinead Naughton level things up. And we are 4 frees for Sligo, 4 frees for Sinead Naughton. 4 points for Sligo with 21 minutes or so on the clock. 4 points apiece. Not a very high scoring game, but at the same time it's entertaining, it's fast moving. Both sides trying to play the attacking brand of football as much as possible, but also putting up a fairly rigid brick wall of a defence when they need to. Hence why Sinead Naughton has all 4 of Sligo's points from frees. They won't mind. A chance here now, Ciara Banville, who's been at the heart of everything along with Murray. And she lays it off, and it's inside to Newlon. Newlon has support on the outside in Bevan McDonald. She opts for Aoife Cullen instead. Cullen has movement, she has the playmaker Murray. Murray has movement, she has 2 movers. She has Ciara Banville on one side, she has McDonald. Murray decides to go it alone, plays it off to McDonald. Back to Murray, it's not going to, it's going to go back all the way to Newlon, I think, yeah. And a good score from Coyle Newlon, who gets herself another point, her 2nd of the day. And Wexford now back into the lead, 5 points to 4, and that's a dodgy kick out, but it works out just about. Isabella Henry is able to win the free, and it'll go back to Ella Maguire, who will try and clear Sligo out. And she plays another ball, it's another risky one. Oh, that's a hefty 50-50 ball there between Anya Lacey and Claire Dunn. Claire Dunn just got the hand in first, and the referee deemed that was a free, much to the displeasure of the travelling fans here. Nicola Brennan having to go all the way back into her own half-back line to try and pick up the pieces back there, but it's another poor ball in, but it's brilliant play from Aisling Halligan. And Halligan now happy to go forward again. Plays a long ball into Murray, and that's another one that could go anywhere. Murray goes down and manages to flick it up. Did very, very well there, to be fair to her. Bonnie Lacey now, Shell Milliers. Claire has support on her outside. She has McDonald, she has Bevan outside her. Tops go back to Kenny, back to Banville, back to Kenny again. That's a fantastic block, a superb blocking back there. It looked like it was Shauna Murphy or what? No, it was Claire Dunn, sorry. Claire Dunn with a huge block back there. And the ball's out over the far side for a sideline. Anya Lacey, acres of space over the far side. Chance here now, and it's Aoife again, and Aoife possibly taken off. No, Aoife Cullen not taken out according to the referee, and it's Sligo who cleared the ball out once again, and it's Murphy. Murphy back to keeper Maguire. She looking for some kind of movement. That's a fantastic ball if it works out. No, the ball's just going to evade, and it's Roisin Murphy, captain leading by example, bursting through from the defence. Lays it off to Banville back to McDonald. And that's going to be a trip and a foul and a free out for Tara Bretney. A chance for the clear lines referee going into the umpires down the other end here now, by the looks of it. I'm not sure what this one is for either, but he's going into the umpires to have a word here. And he's calling somebody over. And it looks like he's called Sarah Harding Kenny over. And not sure what. Demon, it's a foot trip, and it looks like it's going to be yellow. It is. So Wexford down to 14. Or is it? No, it's Ninulon. Apologies. So Quayla Ninulon has 2 points to her name. And she now has a yellow card to her name as well. So 25 minutes gone. Wexford will be down to 14 for the remainder of this half and some of the next half as well. That's good tracking by Sarah Harding Kenny there. Chance now for Banville. Banville to Donnelly, and Donnelly slips, loses her footing just at the wrong time, as Sarah Curley is there to pick up the pieces. Connor over the far side, plays it long, 50-50 battle over the far side. Maeve Casserly going for it, but it's brilliant defending though. Back there by Katie English, the Adamstown cornerback. And Murray is in acre space. She has no one really ahead of her, but no, Murray at this rate should probably go about it herself. It's brilliant defending. Super play there back there. Looked like it was Tara Breheny once again. Very tall athletic player back there, and she read the dummy and wasn't going to fall for that one. Brennan now, and it's Isabella Henry who's bursting forward here, and it's now Sinead Regan. Sligo deciding to push players forward. It's brilliant defending though once again. It's the other Murphy this time, Shauna Murphy. Her and her sister both having superb games back there. A lot of poor hand passing around the middle in particular. Simple hand passing is evading both sides. Sligo have got possession back here, and it's O'Brien once again. And a chance here, but a slip from Nicola Brennan at the vital second, and Leanne Moore will take that one out. And she has support on the outside, Norla Keogh. Volleyed off Tira over the far side. Stunning goal in the Leinster Intermediate Football Championship final against Laois, which got them back from 11 behind, and they managed to win the game in extra time. Stand-up memory, I'm sure, for Orla, but it's Bevan McDonald out on the far end. Will she look for a goal herself? She skimmed past Isabella Henry, she skimmed past 2 or 3 defenders, and it's Lisa Powell, the captain, who stands up to her. And it's all the way back out, but that is, she's done well. Ciara Banville does well. She had to bring it back a long, long way, but she managed to do it, and she has her captain beside her. Murphy's come all the way forward, she's been chased down. It won't be enough, and it's Lacey. Lacey still a long way out. That's Banville on the outside. And there's that brick wall once again being put up by Sligo, a wall of white. And Murray will have to track all the way back here. Plays it across the pitch, and she has Aoife Cullen. Aoife going to have to try and make the burst herself, and she's past 1, 2, 3. She has the advantage as well. And lays it off, and it's Clara Donnelly. And the Cullen has Lacey, decides to go all the way back out to captain of Furnier, Roisin Murphy. Roisin has runners as well. Karen Tompkins joining in the attack. Essentially there are 13 Wexford up in that half of the pitch. Murray does well to take it in. Lays it off. Slip from one, slip from the other. An accidental slip there from Nicola Brennan, I think it is. Yeah, it's Nicola Brennan. She slipped on the turf. So did Ciara Banville. So it'll be a chance now for Katrina Murray to tag on another score. Wexford leading 5 points to 4 here. And they joined us 28 and a bit minutes gone. And this half coming up towards the half time whistle. Katrina Murray. Crowd encouraging Orla Keogh to make a burst forward here in support of Murray. Murray, that looks like she wants to have a pop herself off the ground. This will be a beautiful score for this. It's chipped in. It's going to be a free out, square ball. Yeah, square ball called by referee Ger Canny. 5 points to 4 still as we tick towards the half-time whistle here. And Nicola Brennan all the way back after the foot slip. And Lisa Powell now manages to get us moving again here for Sligo. Referee gives an advantage. That was a hefty hit. Not sure what the referee will make of that one now. Lisa Powell, I'm not sure if it was deliberate lead with the shoulder or not, but she certainly made hefty contact there with, I think it was Sarah Harding Kenny. I'm not sure he's going to take any action here, but certainly there was a collision between the two. Sarah just receiving a little bit of treatment on the ground here. The referee looks like he's going to deem it accidental. He's going to ask Lisa Powell to play away. Lisa does just that. Chance here now for Sligo to break out. Will they be able to level things up before the half-time break? It's Regan now back to Claire Dunn, full-back. So Wexford funneling all 15 behind the ball here. It's clearly a tactic that Lizzie Kent is employing. So far it's held Sligo to 4 frees. They need a little bit of movement, and they've got it now. There's a chance they've broken through the first couple of lines, and it's up to McCormack. She's really been the creative spark so far for them. She lays it off, but it's another terrible pass, unfortunately, and Roisin Murphy. She took a bit of a hit to the face, but that won't slow her down. She's gone 30, 40, 50 yards already. She has Banville on the outside. Banville has absolutely nobody ahead of her. Kenny now is making a bit of inroads down the far side. That's a high tackle, definitely. And that will be a free in. Ciara Scanlon with the high tackle there around the shoulder, and the referee surely will know Ciara Scanlon's name here, the St. Matthew's cornerback. So 5 points of order as we tick towards the half-time break. Points, 2 for Quailney Newlawn, who has since been yellow carded, 2 for Katrina Murray and 1 for Aoife Cullen. And for the home side, 4 frees and Sinead Naughton. They've yet to score from Clay, but after 3 defeats in a row they'll be quite happy to stick in this one. And it's Murray who goes for the effort at the outside of the right. The ball is going to go up, and it's deemed another square ball. Anya Lacey was inside the square there. Gerard Kenny takes a quick look at the watch as we tick 31 and a bit minutes. And it's Karen Tompkins trying to get back there against Sarah Curley, who brought the ball out. Tara Brettany now. Brettany with a good ball. It's Duffy. Duffy on the outside. She has runners. If she can spot McCormack, it might be a little bit long over there. Quiva Conado plays it up. It's anyone's ball. The ball has gone over the sideline, and it'll be a Wexford sideline ball. A chance now for Wexford to try and run things out. And it's in around the middle to Bevan MacDonald. Bevan, a star of the 2021 Wexford Intermediate Football Championship run. Vice captain of the under-16 team, but she's been penalised. Bevan MacDonald has played more games, I think, for club and school and county in the past month than many players are playing a season. Nicola Brennan out. A chance for one more attack for Sligo perhaps before we reach the half-time break. It's Duffy to Brennan. Brennan plays a brilliant long ball in now. Can Naughton do something with this one? She's got the 4 scores for her side so far. Brennan has support on the inside. It's a long ball in. I don't know whether it's going to reach. It's not. It's brilliant defending back there. Oh, a nasty collision just as the half-time whistle goes. So Sligo 4, the home side 4, the away side visitors Wexford 5. Katrina Murray with the 2 early scores to get them going after a wide. 2 for corner forward Quailney Newlawn, who has since been yellow carded. We'll see her back 4 or 5 minutes into the second half. And the other score from the midfield from Aoife Cullen. For the home side, well, they changed 2 of their players up for the start. Rachel O'Brien and Maeve Casserly both coming into the starting 15. And they have relied entirely so far on the free taking skill of Sinead Naughton for 4 frees, leaving the score 5 points to 4 at the interval. And I mentioned as well for the O'More Gales Club here, there are mini sevens at half time taking place here. Great for the young girls of the club to be able to get to play during a Little Ladies National Football League game at half time. And we wish them well as they get their first outing for some on the big pitch. So expecting the second half to see some substitutions on both sides, but for the moment it's Wexford to lead 5 points to 4, and we'll be back with the second half very shortly. You're welcome back here for the second half of this Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 3 round 4 game. Sligo and Wexford at half time. It is the away side who descenders of Leeds by 5 points to 4. Just looking to see if there are any changes in the team. It looks like Ellie McDermott, Shamrock Scales, has come in for Sligo in the full back line. I'm not sure if she has replaced Claire Dunn. And any other changes will bring you as a spot them. Game back underway here now. And Wexford, as they did in the first half, go on the early attack. And it's a long ball inside. Let's see, can they do anything with it? It's Sligo who managed to clear their lines out. Helen Maguire, who made superb save in that first half, has really kept her side in it. And a superb block as well in that half. Now Claire Dunn is still very much on the pitch, and here she is now going forward. She's moved into a much more advanced position going forward. Claire plays it off inside, and it's Sinead Naughton, the only point scorer for Sligo in that half, scoring all 4 frees, and it's laid off to Leah Duffy. Trying to take a much more direct route to goal. Duffy sliced it across the goal, and Orla Keogh is there to clean up the pieces at the back and gives it off to her now orange bib goalkeeper Leanne Moore. In Wexford, it's like they started the first half, pace coming out of defence, and it's Aisling Halligan now. Halligan plays it off, and it's an accidental collision there, but definitely a free to Wexford, no doubt. And Clara Donnelly now back around the middle. Donnelly has plenty of movement. Bevan MacDonald is one of them. MacDonald lays it off to Banville. Banville has Lacey moving on the inside. Good hold of play by the Sligo defence there. MacDonald lets it slip out of her grasp. Lays it off now to Kenny. Sarah Harding Kenny, and she has won a free. A chance now for Wexford to tag on to their 1 point advantage. Sarah Harding Kenny is the granddaughter of Jack Harding, won All Ireland with Wexford back in 1960, a long time ago now. Chance now for Katrina Murray to add to her 2 points that she got from playing the first half, and she goes with the AFL style kick, straight booted through the post, but it's effective and it works. And Wexford now up to 6 points to 4. Early score for Katrina Murray in this half, as she got 2 early scores in the first half as well. So Caoimhe Connor now trying to bring the ball out. She's been hassled and harried around the middle by Clara Donnelly, but mind just to get it away, and that's a very loose pass, and that is going to be a foul from Sarah Curley, who tried a hand pass but caught her own hand pass, which cannot be done. Murray now looking for support. And referee here just calling for a quick check. Not sure what that one is for, but anyway, play's going to restart again. And it's Katrina Murray now, plays a long ball, but it's a slightly mishit ball, and it's Sarah Curley who gave away the free in the first place, manages to get it back, and now a chance for Sligo to break out. Henry in the middle now to Regan. And Regan has runners. Megan McCormick's had to come all the way back though to try and get possession. And Henry once again now, and she has Curley to her right. She has only one in the full forward line, and that's Naughton. She's been marked, but Naughton's come all the way out now to try and get a hold of possession. And that's good movement. It's Nicola Brennan now. But she makes something happen. She has support on the outside from Caoimhe Connor. Connor back to Brennan again, but you can see it on the camera, the sheer swarm of defence from Wexford, and that's brilliant from Aisling Hannigan. She's been absolutely superb today. Herself and Katrina Murray, 2 of the standouts so far in this one. And let's go play from Roisin Hughes. Mind us to bring the ball forward, and Roisin definitely 2 hands in the back there from Claire Dunn. And Roisin decides to get up and take the free quickly and lays it off to Bevan MacDonald. And it's Bevan who runs into traffic. She could be penalised for steps. Referee says play away and lays it off to Banville, 2021 soaring star in Camogie, and like myself is a moonshore, one of the good few on show here today. Harding Kenny now back out to Cullen, a point scorer from the first half, and she may have to go all the way back to Keogh here. Orla Keogh is set to go a long way back, but Wexford will be happy just to maintain possession, try and get something going here. As Hughes into Katrina Murray, who just seems to constantly find that bit of room. And if that is over, it's an absolutely beautiful score, and it is a straight over the black spot. That is an absolute beauty of a score from Katrina Murray. Just coming to 5 minutes in this second half, and Katrina Murray slots over her fourth. And there's now a little bit of daylight between the teams, 7 points to 4. And Ella Maguire now. Owen Rua. Cool Boyer will try and clear her lines here. And she opts to go long, using that little bit of wind that has just picked up a little bit before the half ended, and it's strong enough here. There's plenty of dark clouds around as well. Sligo doing very well going forward here, but just that final pass, and there, I say it again, it's happened once again, and it's Orla Keogh who has the handiest of tasks to take it out. It's that final ball from Auntie Brennan's side that is really, really letting them down in this game. The Wexford won't care, neither will Lizzie Kent, and it's Halligan who brings the ball out. Halligan long up to Roisin Hughes, or over the far side to Roisin Hughes now it is, I should say. Hughes, and that's good play by Sarah Harding Kenny, and she's going to try and turn her way past Ciara Scanlon. Scanlon won't be beaten easy though, and it's Lacey has support outside, and a chance here for Connor. Can she turn? She can. She lays it off. They're going all the way back out to Murray, who throws one shoulder, throws a dummy. Is she going to have a go? And that one is going to spin to the right and wide. That's good pressure though by Tara Breheny. Sligo half back putting on the little bit of pressure, just enough to put Katrina Murray off, but realistically Sligo should have, or Wexford I should say, should have taken that shot a lot sooner, deciding to play it out to Donnelly and back out to Murray. And I don't think that there's any chance, there isn't, of Grieva Connor keeping that one in. Roisin Hughes now at the sideline. She's a long way from the sideline there, but the referee lets it go anyway, and it's Aoife Cullen now. Aoife with it again, another one of those hand passes that just goes astray. But it's McDonald who manages for 3 possession. She drops the shoulder, and she's past 1, she's past 2, and she has support on the inside. Squares it off, and that could be a free out. It is, yeah. Coelny Newlon, who's back on the pitch after her spell in the bin, and she is penalised for charging. That long ball is going to just about work out for Sligo over there, and it's Isabella Henry now. You can see Sligo very determined to get back in this game. It's just they're outnumbered in the forward line at the moment, and there's not a whole lot they seem to be able to do about it. And Roisin Murphy at the back has been superb, and she is leading from the back by example, striding forward. The fitness, no issue for her whatsoever. She's a leader on the pitch and leader off her. Roisin Murphy, she brought a motion to the GPA last year about bringing in sustainable materials for GA gear, something that proved to be very popular and very interesting at the time as well. Hopefully something we'll see more of as the year goes on, but it's Halligan now who's doing the recycling here, bringing it out for Wexford at the moment, and it's laid off to Banville. Banville back to Halligan. This is, even though she's been forward a lot in this game, it's the furthest forward she's ever been. She manages to get the ball inside. A chance here for a goal. It must be, and it's wide. It's wide. Katrina Newlon back on the pitch, outside of the right foot. Ella Maguire was beaten all ends up, and the ball goes just to the right and wide. So will Wexford live to rue these missed chances? Great save from Ella Maguire in the first half, and that miss from Newlon. She even had support. She could have played it off to Kenny, decided not to. And there's still only a kick of a ball between the teams. 7 points to 4. A goal would level it for Sligo. The ball is up, and Naughton has the better, for the first time really, of Katie English. She gets the better of her in the on-field battle, and it's up now, and it's Rachel O'Brien. Rachel has taken plenty of steps, but she wasn't fouled along the way, and the referee deems that the reason she couldn't take any hopper solo was because of that. It'll niggle off the ball between Halligan and O'Brien afterwards. Nothing coming of it, and a chance now for Naughton to knock over her 5th and her side's 5th. She got a point against Louth in round 3, and she's hoping now to add another here, but that is going to slice off the wind, and it's going to go to the right and wide, and she'll be disappointed with that one. That was a good chance to get them back into it here. But the chance has gone, and it'll be Leanne Moore now who will take the kick out. And Leanne decides to go long. Well anticipated though by Sinead Regan, who saw that it wasn't going to be caught her in the middle, and it's back to Regan again. Regan has support. If she looks up, there's a hand pass on the inside. There's a chance here. Chance for goal, and it's wide again. It hits the back stanchion. Unfortunately, I think it might have been Nicola Brennan. See that far? Yeah, it was Nicola Brennan who had the chance to twirl a strand forward, smashing it off the back post, unfortunately. The referee won't let the kick out be taken until the second ball is off the pitch. Nicola Brennan, of course, the daughter of Spanish Store Anthony. She's a fitness instructor by trade as well. Didn't quite have the accuracy with that one. Leanne Moore, to be fair to her, looked like she may have had it covered if it was on target. Leanne now plays a short kick out. It's Donnelly who takes it up. Wexford much more confident coming out of defence, but just as I say that, there's a brilliant turnover by the captain, Lisa Powell. So Lisa Powell playing much more in advanced position in the second half, lays it off to Sarah Curley. Curley against O'Brien. Curley comes out the better but wins a free, and it's another foul, 2 fouls in a row from Roisin Hughes. And it's Leah Duffy who is going to surely leave this one to Naughton. She'll be looking to make amends for the miss a couple of minutes ago. So still 7 points to 4 as we tick towards 11 minutes of this second half. The other score I had at half time from Division 1, Donegal 4 points, Waterford 2-3. That's the other score I had at half time. Division 1, and as Naughton steps up, that one looks a lot better if it reaches the goal. It's going to drop short though, too far out in the wind for Naughton, but she had the accuracy this time, just not the distance. And it's a straight burst out from Shona Murphy. And it's Hughes now out to Bevan MacDonald. There's no real hop off the ground there. Bevan plays it off, and Quillen Newlawn now plays it off. A chance, and it's another slip hand pass. Well, I know that there isn't too much of a hop off the grass here, but at the same time, some of the final passes have just let the sides down. But Sligo won't be complaining too much if they are the ones who manage to get it up. But just as I say that, Sinead Regan drops the ball on the hop, and the referee gives a free in. And it'll be for Cullen, who will try and get her side going again. Cullen has Murphy over the far side, but opts instead to use Murray. It's Katrina Murray, drops the shoulder left. Inside to Lacey, Lacey back to Murray again. Murray has support, he looks up, and it is Donnelly, but Donnelly can't do anything about that. A little bit of hot potato been played here by both sides at the moment when it comes to the forward line. It's Curley now who's going to try and bring it out. Great athleticism here. Mayo Rose Tralee contestant in 2018. And of course she had plenty of energy to be part of the club Strictly Come Dancing in 2018 as well. Fitness shouldn't be a problem for her anyway. As you can see on the camera, just not too much of a hop really coming off the ground, just with the way the weather has been. It's back out to Brennan now, and Brennan has a runner. It looks like it's Claire Dunn. It is Claire Dunn, yeah. Claire who's ventured forward from full back, and it's done off to Regan. Regan has runners on both sides. She looks up. It's a chance now for Megan McCormack from Eastern Harps. She's going to have a pop of goal. She has a goal, smashes back up the crossbar. Unfortunate for Megan McCormack. Thought she had her side level. Referee Ger Kenny has given the free in anyway for tug of the jersey of Megan McCormack. So close to bringing the sides level here. Smashing it off the crossbar. Nicola Brennan is down off the ball, looking for a little bit of treatment here as we wait for this free to be taken. It looks like it's Rachel O'Brien who's going to pop this one over, and she does. And Rachel pops over free number 5 for her team. 4 for Naughton, 1 for O'Brien, as it looks like Nicola Brennan is in a bit of trouble here. The physio is called for substitution. Definitely looks like it's going to be a change of some sort here. Not sure what the injury is for Nicola, but she is down on the ground. And the medic's coming on as well here. So definitely some substitution required here for Sligo. So 7 points to 5 in this second half as we tick just past 14, heading towards 15 minutes in the second half. So Anthony Brennan, as I said, in his second spell with the Sligo team, assisted by Michael Calvey of the CT Gales Club. And then one of the mentors, Cormac Reap, of course, Knockmore, County Mayo. Some of you may have seen Colin Reap from Knockmore last night kicking a few scores for Mayo against Kerry in the Men's National Football League. But Nicola Brennan definitely in a bit of trouble here. And it's definitely needing some additional attention and will be replaced in a few moments' time. Lizzie Kent on the other side chatting to before the game. Good spirits, hopeful for a victory for her side here today, which would keep them in the hunt for getting towards the top of the table. The substitution here definitely going to take place. It is going to be Nicola Brennan, who fortunately is going to have to be replaced. And it looks like Orla Naughton is going to come in. So Orla Naughton, another one of the 9 Own Rua members on the panel, is going to have to replace Nicola here. Early days in the other game at the top of the table. It's currently Kildare, no score allowed, 1 point, as they are only a couple of minutes into the first half of this one. We'll keep updated on that one as the score comes in. So a lengthy stoppage in play here for Nicola. So for Sligo then, they started off their season with a fairly hefty defeat to Clare, 3-15 to 5 points, and lost out as well to Down by 2-8 to 9 points, and their third defeat, the slimmest of margins allowed, 2-10 to 2-9. On the club front, St. Nathy's managed to get to the Connacht quarter final, where they lost just about to Glencar Manor Hamilton. And a Murn Devaney inspired Glencar Manor Hamilton that day, scored 2-7 of the 2-8. St. Mary's in the intermediate likewise lost out by 1 point to Boyle. And then in the junior, Drumcliff were well beaten by Salton Knocknacarrow of Galway, 217 to 111. But only 3 times since the competition for the club started in 1977 has it not been won by a Mayo or Galway club. And sadly for Sligo, they still wait their first ever victors in the club championship in Connacht. They've lost 4 finals in that time as well. So it's Orla Naughton who is in for Nicola Brennan. We wish Nicola well. And congrats as well, we were mentioning to the O'More Gales under 7s at half time. We put on a great exhibition of football, some fantastic scores, and as a former goalkeeper I have to give plaudits to the 2 goalkeepers. Some lovely saves from the 2 girls in both goals. We're back underway here after lengthy stoppage. Expect to see a bit of stoppage time at the end of this one now. And Naughton has decided to go all the way back into her own midfield to try and get things moving again. I think there was a little bit of a note from Orla Naughton to Sinead Naughton about changing the tactics up a little bit, and it is Sinead, and that's going to be a free in. Referee Ger Kenny Deans, that is a free in, much to the obvious displeasure of the Wexford supporters around me here. But now we have the 2 Nauchtons, Vaughan Rua, Orla and Sinead, both on the field, both in the forward line, although Sinead looks like she has taken up slightly more of a midfield role. And a chance here now, and it's popped over, and Rachel O'Brien has popped over her second free, and suddenly what looked like Wexford were possibly going to knock over the scores at will in the second half. Sligo, like they did in the first, let them score a few and then have knocked over a couple of their own, and now it's suddenly 7-6. So a tight, low scoring affair here. Low scoring mostly because of that final ball just not working out for both sides, and good save by Ellen Maguire, Megan McCormick hitting the crossbar as well. But here they go now, Bevan MacDonald. MacDonald has pressure from Sarah Curley coming in. MacDonald lays it off to Lacey. Sarah Curley putting up a great fight there back in defence. Aoife Cullen now. Sligo just have upped their game a little bit more intensity about their play around the middle in particular. Murphy lays it off, and a chance here now, and it's Ní Newlawn, but it is Ariashag is there for Elis to the right and wide. The Ballyguard right now, Mara Star. We're going to have a substitution now for the away side. It looks like Anya Lacey is going to be replaced. Anya had a good game. She hasn't got herself in the score sheet, but she was involved quite heavily in a lot of what went on, and it is Orla Boyce of Cluny who has come in for Anya Lacey. So So Orla Boyce from Clonee in for Anya Lacey in the full forward line. Alan Maguire gets things back going once again, and it's one of the first clean catches Sligo have had around the middle, which will do them no harm. Cleve Connor now plays the ball up long. It's a heavy touch, but well taken in the end. Duffy managed to get it back to O'Connor, and it is Rachel O'Brien. You can see why she's been in from the start. She's really caused a lot of problem, and it's back to Duffy again. She's surrounded by players here. She manages to lay it back, and it's O'Brien's going to run a pop. A super block down though by Aisling Halligan. And Aisling Halligan now manages to stop that attack and manages to get them moving once again. Chance now for Wexford to get the ball out, and there's runners. Clara Donnelly is running one side, McDonald is running the other. Murphy decides to play it in long into substitute Orla Byrne, and she manages to get her first touch on the ball. Nice catch as well. It's back outside to Sarah Harding Kenny. On the inside, that's good defending though, and it's Shauna Murphy. Sorry, it's Claire Dunn, I should say. And Claire Dunn, and it's out to Sarah Curley. Curley using all that fitness and pace to try and get herself forward, using the fleeting footwork that she needed back in the Strictly years ago as well. Lovely ball inside here, Cueva Connor. Very, very well taken by Duffy. Duffy back to Connor again. The chance here now, if they can make something from it. Sinead Regan, it's a bit of a pass once again. Referee deems nothing on that one, possibly a free out there. Wexford could have argued. And it is going to be a free in. Well, that looked for all the world like it should have been a free out, but the referee has decided it's going the other way. It's a free into Sligo, and a chance, unexpected a few minutes ago, that they might level things up here once again. And it looks like Rachel O'Brien has taken over the free taking duty for this half. Anthony Brennan possibly still looking to find a long-term free taker as well, although Sinead Naughton did her chances no harm in the first half with 4 beautiful frees. And looks like we have a substitution here, for Sligo. And 25, Aoife Harron, Owen Moore Gales, the local, coming on here to replace O'Brien. And it's Rachel O'Brien who is going to be replaced. A bit of a surprise perhaps, but Aoife Harron, the first representative from the local club here, Owen Moore Gales, who gets on the pitch. She's the one and only representative on the panel, of course, so Sinead Naughton now will surely resume the free taking duties. Back inside here to Duffy, and that's another free given by the referee. That one may be a little bit more clear cut. It was Megan McCormack who smashed the crossbar a few minutes ago, who was fouled there, and the referee taking a name here. Is he going for the book again? Looks like he's going for the book here again, Gerard Kenny. He is, and it is. That's a card. I'm not sure if that was yellow or red. And it's Orla Keogh who's been carded anyway. Possibly a yellow card. Regardless, anyway, they are back level. It was Megan McCormack who kicked that free over, but either way, the score is 7-7. And we have very much got a game on our hands here. Referee deeming that is a foul, and Wexford now will have the chance to clear their lines. No, he's given the free in. He's given a throw ball. Well, it's very hard to understand what the referee has given here. There's no real indication of frees. Communication's been a little bit ragged. He's given a throw ball here. For what reason, I'm not sure. Perhaps he was in the way of the play or something that we missed. Well, it's going to be thrown up anyway. Good throw ball, and eventually the free out is given to Oisin Murphy, who was fouled in the throw up. So 7-all here. It has to be called an enthralling encounter, even if it's not that high scoring. It's certainly been intense. And Katrina Murray now, the playmaker of the team. She's a long way back here at the moment, but she gives it off now to Banville. Banville ploughing through, and she's won herself a free if she decides she is going to take it. And she's been moved backwards to take the free, and it's back all the way out to Cullen. Play a little bit stop-start in the past few minutes just with the injury to Nicola Brennan as well. We hope that she's okay. And it's Banville back to Cullen again. And it's gone all the way back here to Roisin Murphy, who has decided she's had enough and she's going to try and burst forward. Murray now is a long way out, and that is definitely not going to get there, but it might drop short, and it is going to drop short. But it's Ellen Maguire who manages to take things up. So this will please Anthony Brennan no end if his side can get something out of this one. Referee looks like he's going to throw the ball up. He is throwing the ball up. Ellen Maguire got fortunate there with that one. She tried to come out with the ball, couldn't get out, and in the end referee Ger Kenny's decided to throw the ball up. So it looks like it'll be Ellie McDermott going up for the throw ball here against Roisin Murphy, I would say. Yeah, Roisin was fouled on the last throw ball a minute ago. As Lizzie Kent barking the instructions over on the far sideline. Can't be too impressed with this performance in the second half. Referee really taking a long time here to throw this ball up. Still giving a talk to the players, and it's finally thrown up. And several players going in. It's a bit of a melee in there. There's a charge in by Wexford, and he's given free out. Not a popular decision there, but it's given nonetheless, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's Sarah Curley now plays it out, and it's Claire Dunn who manages to pick the ball up, and that is a hefty tackle. Lisa Powell, captain of the team. Well, it's definitely a charge. Sarah Harding Kenny went down. The linesman is definitely going to come in here and have a word, because that was very much a frontal charge by Lisa Powell. And if it's a card in the first half, it's surely going to be a card for Lisa Powell here. Both sides surely would be reduced down to 14. Referee just looking for a number at the moment, but it was Lisa Powell who was the one. And it is the Eastern Harps club and county captain here, who looks like she might be in a little bit of trouble. The team's level. Sligo up a player with 26-27 minutes. Lisa Powell is off, and now both sides are going to finish this game with 14 players. Sarah Harding Kenny is back up. She's taken a couple of hefty challenges here today. 3.5 minutes, but expect lengthy stoppage time. That injury to Nicola Brennan earlier on. Chance now for Aisling Halligan. Halligan out to Murphy. Murphy loses possession. That's another hefty tackler in the middle. Referee just checking to make sure there's no injury there. Tara Breathney thought that she was on her way. Referee just stopping that for a potential head injury in that one. So this game looks like at the moment it's heading for a draw. 17 minutes gone over in Hawkfield and Kildare, and it's Kildare currently leading loud in this game. 2 points to 1, a very low scoring game there as well. A battle between the two top teams in the division as Ellie McDermott now plays it off, and it's Connor who plays it in long, but definitely not going to get past Shauna Murphy with a pass like that. McDonald now. Levine lays it off, and it's Clara Donnelly. Donnelly now, Roisin Hughes foul. She was going down anyway, but definitely a free. Roisin Murphy now trying to lead out. And it's Murphy now. Moving out from the back, lays it off to Katrina Murray. Murray has a little bit of support here from Ninualan, and Ninualan looks up looking for Harding Kenny. And Sarah Harding Kenny's around. Will she win the free? Surely it's a free there. The referee says no, play away. Lays it off inside, it's a lovely ball inside, a chance for a goal here, and the ball is smashed over the bar. It is at the point, and that point could be crucial as Wexford take the lead. It looks like it's Ciara Banville, it is. Ciara Banville with the score. Ball out over the sideline. 28 and a bit minutes gone here. Substitute. Orla Boyce of the ball, but it's intercepted around the middle here by Sinead Regan. Sinead Regan now plays it off, and it's McDonald, or McCormack I should say. McCormack very unfortunate to hit the crossbar earlier on. Our Sligo heading for 4 defeats on the trot. You could possibly argue this one, if it is a defeat, it's one of those moral boosting defeats, if there is such a thing. Referee determining the substitute. Orla Boyce has carried the ball too many steps, and now it's a chance for Sligo. Wexford have pushed 3 forward out of that attack. They're often come back yet. It's into Nocton. Up to Sinead. Sinead back to McCormack. Chance here, and that's going to be a free out just as she was about to shoot. The referee has given a free out for charging, and to be fair, he can't really argue with that one. Time now very much against the home side here as we tick over the 30-minute mark. And there will be a few minutes of added time. So for Wexford today, Katrina Murray certainly been the one on form for them with 4 points in total. A huge amount of good football, good link and play. So Katrina Murray, the half forward for Wexford, 4 points in total, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and she is the player of the match for today's Lidl National League Division 3 round 4 game. So gorgeous. Katrina Murray, will she end up on the winning side? Hard to know. Shot comes in from McCormack, but it's definitely short, and it's well taken in by Leanne Moore. It is now up to the discretion of referee Ger Canny as we have played a minute and a half or so of stoppage time. Can Wexford hold on? It's out to Hughes. Kalana Roman looking to make some sort of rolls forward. She could have been penalised there for a charge on Sinead Nocton, but Hughes manages to get the ball away, and it's into Donnelly. Donnelly has Harlan Kenny over the far side, but she has to go back to Banville, who's now possibly the one who's kicked the winning point. She's decided to move back into a very defensive role just to try and see this one out for Lizzie Kent and John Nolan's side. It's out to Hughes again as Wexford just try and, by the looks of it, run down the clock. It's Roisin Murphy. Murphy all the way back. They were forward now. The midfield duo of Cullen and Donnelly have had a very good game as well today. And the ball over the top, and chance here possibly to kill it off, and it's Beverly McDonald. McDonald lays it off, and it's Byrne. Byrne is super defending, incredible defending back there from Tara Breheny. She literally threw her body in front of that one to block Orla Boyce as she bore down a goal. Beverly McDonald possibly guilty of not shooting herself. Is there one last chance in this for Sligo? One last chance. Megan McCormack now. And she wins the free. 8 points to 7 here to the visitors as we've ticked past 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. There will be surely at least 2 more minutes left. Nicola Brennan was down injured for quite a while and had to get medical attention on as well. Claire Dunn has come forward over the far side here, but it is Sinead Regan from Cliff Ross's point looking for a point herself, but it's Katrina Murray, the player of the match, who is back there. Very languid style that she has, but it is very, very effective, and it's Beverly McDonald now, and she's past one, she's past the second. She has Sarah Harding Kenny on her shoulder. Harding Kenny falls over. McDonald lays it off on the outside, and William Newlawn decides to go all the way back to Murray. The Wexford crowd just getting a little bit nervous here around us, and Murray decides to sweep a raking pass, an incredible pinpoint pass that one to Aoife Cullen. Aoife has captain Roisin Murphy on her shoulder and opts to use her. Roisin has Cullen down the line. If she turns back to where she was, decides to go back into Banville, or into Donnelly I should say, and it's Donnelly back to midfield partner Cullen. Aoife Cullen has run into a bit of trouble. Referee not giving a free for that one. Could have been another free to Sligo there possibly. Murphy back under pressure from Claire Dunn. Wexford just literally trying to find a shooting target, an area just to get a shot away, and or else just run down the clock, one or the other. Banville now has decided to go backwards. Wexford looking for the points. That's all they want at this stage. They'll take it, even if it's by the slimmest of margins. It'll keep them running up the table. They've found that it's a tough place to come here up to Colooney. 350 kilometre trip up and 350 back, no joke either. It'll be quicker getting a flight to London and back at this rate. It's Murray now. She decides to take the bull by the horns here, and she's going right, she's going left, she's onto her favourite right foot. She's out by the sideline, and she is literally trying to run down the clock here. Plays it off, and it's Newlawn. Newlawn back to Roisin Murphy, and that one is overhit, but I don't think that Sinead Regan is going to get there. If Sligo turn this one over, it'll be one last chance to level things up. Wexford have had the ball for the guts of 2 minutes here at this stage without losing it. 35 minutes on the clock with 5 minutes of injury time played. It depends how much more Jared Canny decides to play here. Ball's still in play. It's been in play, it seems like, for a small eternity at this stage. Banville back into the middle. Cullen has runners, decides to go herself, and it's overturned. Is there the last chance? Here we go, it's Claire Dunn. Claire Dunn has a runner, and that runner is Leah Duffy. Duffy out to substitute Aoife Harron, the local girl. She's won herself a free if she wants it. The referee deems play on. Now gives the free. It's the last chance. Duffy on the outside. Duffy to McCormack. McCormack to the other of the Nocton. Substitute Orla Nocton. Can she do what her sister did in the first half? I think it's scoring. No, she can't. The ball drips out of her grasp. And Wexford now will have the chance to clear it out. It looks like it's a substitution here for Wexford. We are 6 and a bit minutes past 30 minutes here. It's still 8 points to 7 to the away side. Nicola Brennan was down for about 4 minutes or more. And Sligo are also going to finish with 2 yellow cards. Claire Dunn yellow card at the end. We'll leave them finished with 13 players. Sorry, it's not Claire Dunn, apologies. It's midfielder Sinead Regan. Sinead Regan is going to be the second Clare player to finish in the bin. So we finish this game with 13 against 15 now, because Orla Keogh has resumed. So that was a yellow card that she received earlier. It's very hard for us here in the stand to see if that was a red or a yellow, but yellow it was, and she's back on for the final seconds just to try and see her team over the line. Lizzie Kent and John Nolan will breathe a sigh of relief if they can hold this one out, but play still goes. We are heading towards 7 minutes of stoppage time. Game is not over yet. It's Keogh's back on. Shauna Murphy. Referee has dropped his notebook and he's well behind the play here, and that long ball is going to be 50-50. Right. Ball's going to replace Sarah Harding. Kenny was already out of play before she was fouled. And referee decides to kick the ball. What's going on here now?
I don't know.
Referee, I think the linesman's given the sideline to Sligo. Time is still ticking here. Jared Canny still playing away. We are 37 and a half minutes or more into this game. 8 points to 7 to the visiting side. The ball's played into the middle. It's Nocton. Nocton can't get there. Wexford have won the ball. A tussle in the middle, and it's Aoife Cullen. It's Keogh who's not long back on the pitch. Plays it off to the player to match Murray, and she drops the shoulder again. Is she going to have a pop? Is she going to go for the corner? Well, judging by the last 6 minutes of injury time, she'll be going for the corner. Wexford really need to hold on to this ball or else clear it. That's a long ball back to Halligan, and she's been chased by Sinead Nocton. And that is it. Almost 8 minutes of injury time, but it is the visitors who get their victory by the slimmest of margins. Wexford 8 points, Sligo 7 points. Lizzie Kent and John Nolan will be relieved, to say the least. Sligo 4 defeats on the trot, but to their credit, they gave everything they had. Players down on their knees here. They thought at one point that they may have been able to get back into it and grab their first victory of the season for Anthony Brennan, but it was not to be, and it's a second defeat by a slim margin in this group for Sligo. And so keep an eye out. Later on we will have interview with the winning Bonish Store and player of the match, Katrina Murray. But the final score in this Little Ladies National League Division 3 round 4, the home side Sligo 7 points, the visitors Wexford 8 points. That is all from us here in Connolly Park in Clooney. We hope to see you again. Slán a Gíleamh. So I'm here with our winning Bonnish Lizzie Kent. Lizzie, that was a tough battle, I would say, to say the least. How would you describe the day?
Yeah, without doubt, I suppose it was a real kind of, it was a game of attrition, a real National League game in the middle of February, and I suppose, we'd gone in at half time and we'd felt like Sligo had been really, really clinical in relation to the chances they created and that they put away, and we were probably disappointed with our retention on some of our score accounts on some of the opportunities that we'd had. So we just thought if we could maybe tidy that up a little bit more in the second half and just increase our shot percentage and just our composure to just finish in those areas. We knew that it was going to be, I suppose, a difficult task to break down. We played, I think we were just talking there, 40 minutes probably with 14 players, and it's a credit to the girls, you know what I mean, as in it's tough conditions in the middle of February, but we're just delighted, really, really delighted to get over the line, just to, I suppose, to find a way and to engineer a way to get that winning score and get ourselves over the line, get 3 points on the board.
Defensively, you must be delighted to hold Sligo to freeze, and Aisling Halligan in particular was immense at the back. Defensively, a very, very strong performance from you guys.
Yeah, and it's something I suppose that we've been looking to work on over the last couple of weeks. We kind of felt maybe we'd conceded a couple of scores that we weren't overly happy, or maybe our defence wasn't overly happy with. So we've worked hard on that over the last couple of weeks, and the girls are great. They give you everything and every effort. And I mean the number of turnovers. I'm looking forward to seeing the stats inside now, just in relation to turnovers and just possessions in relation to that. So yeah, but look, it comes from all over the field too. We're looking at pressing high, trying to delay that ball in so that we can get set. So I mean, I have to credit all 15, 16 players that did the job today.
And next day out, up to Louth to face Kate Henry's side. How do you fancy your chances there? They're currently, I think, just ahead against Kildare in the other game.
Okay, yeah, no, they're flying. As in, I've obviously seen a little bit of footage in relation to them already. We'll hone in now this week, but I mean, they're unbeaten at the moment. So it's going to be a really, really stiff contest, really challenging battle. But like I always say this in Division 3, as in any team, any day can beat any team, and you have to have your work done, and you have to turn up on the day, and you have to get that performance on the day. So we'll just, I suppose, recover, get ourselves back home today at some stage, hopefully, and get ourselves set for next weekend.
Brilliant. And last but not off the point completely, but you've been involved with the soccer, of course, over the years as well. Any chance of Vera Paul bringing you out to Australia for the World Cup?
No, I think I'm safe enough here now at the minute. No, but I am looking forward to our trip up to Sligo to play Sligo Rovers. I love the whole atmosphere and stadium up here, so I'm looking forward to that. But I don't know, I think Sligo might be as far as I'll be going this year.
Sligo Rovers are my team, so I can't say it. And I'm Mullingar man who supports Sligo Rovers. But Lizzie, look, go gorgeous, and the best of luck the next day against Louth.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the support. Thank you.
Fine, Katrina Murray's probably gone in, is she? So, final score here is our visitors Wexford 8 points, the home side Sligo 7 points, the slimmest of victories for Lizzie Kent's side, but she no doubt will be delighted with that one. For myself, Jason Keelan, host of the Loaf of Bread GA podcast, here today for the Lidl Ladies National League Division 3 Round 4 game. Final score Wexford 8 points, Sligo 7, from Colooney in County Sligo, Connolly Park, saying Slánagí live, and we'll see you again very soon.